Hi all, we're going to be talking about dictionaries in Python. So, a dictionary in Python is used to store key value pairs. So think of a dictionary. Okay, so a dictionary is essentially, you'd use a dictionary if you wanted to find out the definition of a word. So you search for the word in the dictionary and it gives you the definition. Okay, and that's what a dictionary is in Python. It's a variable. So a dictionary is used to store key value pairs. So for example, my dictionary, and we use curly brackets like with sets, but we store key value pairs. So branch and then the key value pairs are separated with commas. Okay, so it's important to note that the values are separated with commas. So each key value pair is separated with commas. So we would have our key. So for example, branch is our key. So branch as a string is our key. And we have a colon here to separate the key values. So we have a colon here and a colon here. And then here is our value. So this example here, our value is Halifax as a string. For our key num as a string, the value is 5 as an integer. So that is a dictionary. So dictionaries can contain different values, different types. So we can have booleans in here, or we could have ints, we could have floats, or we could have strings. Okay, and then we have keys for them. So dictionaries are ordered. So dictionaries are ordered and changeable. And do no duplicates. So you cannot have duplicates in a dictionary. And in terms of duplicates, you can't have the same key twice. What happens is it would only use one of the key values. So if you had branch and then you had another key for branch, so equals 5, only one of the keys would be used. So that's what we mean when we say no duplicates are allowed. Now, to access a value from the dictionary, let's just say we wanted to access num from the dictionary. What we do is we call on the name of the dictionary. Okay, and then we use square brackets like we did for lists and tuples. And then we specify, instead of specifying the index, we specify the key. So num. So now we specified the num key, so it's going to look inside this dictionary for num and it's going to return that value. Okay, so we could save this value into a box called x because it's returning a value. So that's how we access a value based on a key. Now, we can also do, so into the same box, we could also do .get. Okay, so we could also use the .get method, and then we just pass in the key inside of these circular brackets, pass in the key, and that does the same, and that returns the same result. Okay, but this one will return an error if the key doesn't exist. So there's reasons to use each. Now, if you wanted to change the item in our dictionary, similar to lists, where we can, we would first of all call on the name of the dictionary that we want to update. Specify the key, so say num, and then what we can do is we can just assign it to something else, so 8. So what we're doing here is the key in my dictionary, this key in my dictionary will be changed to equal 8. So instead of equaling 5, it's now going to become 8, and that's how we would change it. In order to add to the dictionary, again, we call on the name of the dictionary, and then we would specify a new key. Let's call this num2, and then we can just set that to whatever value we want it to set it to. So if it's an int, if it's a string, whatever. Note that this key must be a new key. If you use a key that already exists in the dictionary, what you'll do is you'll just update the value instead of adding the value to the dictionary. So it's important to know. If you wanted to remove from this dictionary, what we do is we would call on the name of the dictionary again, and then we use the dot and pop method, and then we just specify the key. Okay, so we call on the dot pop method, and then we specify the key that we want to remove. Okay, but the dot pop method belongs to the actual dictionary that you want to remove items from. So let's jump into Replit and do this example. So if you have my dictionary, that's going to be equal to branch Halifax. Okay, separated with a comma, and we have num 5. If I were to print my dictionary, let's run that. As you can see, when we run it, we get our dictionary. If you wanted to access a certain value, so we can make a variable for this. It's my dictionary dot num, and then we can print x, because that's what we want to print. X is the num value in our dictionary. As you can see, it says 5. We could also do y is equal to my dictionary dot get num, and then let's print y, so you can see that. So if we were to run that, so we get 5 as well. Fantastic. If you wanted to update the value in our dictionary, so we could just do my dictionary num is equal to 8. So what we're going to do is we're going to print my dictionary, so you can see that it's been changed. So if you were to actually spell it correctly, so if you were to run that, so what you'll see at the bottom here, you'll see that the dictionary has now been changed, so that num is equal to 8. If we wanted to add to this, my dictionary, we're going to call this num2, let's make that equal to 10. And then what we can do is we can print my dictionary. So if we were to run that, as you can see, we get num2 has been added. So lastly, let's remove this. So my dictionary dot pop. So you use dot pop, and then we specify the key that we want to remove. So we're going to remove num2. So if you were to print my dictionary now, you can see that it's not being removed. Thanks for watching.